Good day, everyone. I was born and raised in Detroit. Growing up there, I saw people like me running things. This is a courtroom, not a circus, so we're gonna calm down.
I'm sorry.
What I found there was a passion that I didn't know existed. This is the bottom line. I'm excited to free fall into the limitless possibilities with we the people. So many are fearful of the law. They think it's something that works against them. I think you need to begin to accept responsibility for your mistakes. We are the people.
Marcus Martinez claims his date had too much to drink and spilled red wine on his couch. Sarah Armendariz says the plaintiff didn't have an issue with the stains until she refused to hook up with him again.
All rise. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lauren Lake presiding.
You may be seated.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Sean. Good day, everyone. Good day. This is the case of Martinez versus Armendariz. Mr. Martinez, you are suing Ms. Armendariz for $2,704.03 because you say she caused damage to your property. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
And Ms. Armendariz, you say you are not responsible for that damage. Is that correct?
Absolutely, Your Honor.
All right. Tell the court how the damage happened.
You know, I met the defendant last fall through a hookup app, if you will. It's basically where you go to find the love for the night and not necessarily a love of your life. Correct.
All right, so you're on the hookup app.
I am on the hookup app. That is correct, Your Honor.
And it hooked you up with Ms. Armendariz?
That is correct.
Okay, go ahead.
We go out to dinner. She was having a good time. I mean, we were having such a good time. We had a couple of drinks that towards the end of dinner, Your Honor, she was literally begging me to go back to my place.
All right, were you begging him, Ms. Armendariz? Were you begging Mr. Martinez to go back to his place?
Your Honor, I was begging for him to shut up. So I was, let's get this over with, because I could not stand one more word.
I thought when you're on the hookup app, you trying to find somebody you want to hook up with.
He looked okay on the pictures, but once I met him and I heard what was coming out of his mouth, oh my God, I got this and I got that and I'm so rich and look at me. I mean, come on, he ain't the big thing.
So at dinner, you weren't really into Mr. Martinez. So how did you get over to his house? Why'd you go over to his house?
If we get this over with, I shut him up and I used his little body. Maybe after the two wine, the 2 glasses of wine, maybe it won't be so bad. So I was like, the 2 glasses of wine was good. Dinner was good.
A lot. So now we going out on dates and we're just having sex with people for sport?
Why not? I mean, I don't like going to the gym, and I mean, this kind of stuff is fun.
Okay, so
but not
you
with
wanted
them anymore.
him to shut up and hook up.
Shut up. Let's go to your house, and then I was gonna figure out a way how to just, get to business. You just
wanted to hit it and quit it.
Yeah, it was late already. What was I gonna do? I mean, he was already there. Might as well just whatever, use him. I mean,
Your Honor, while at dinner, she was drinking like a fish. That's why I want to add that. She was definitely drinking like a fish.
Okay, but you took her there and you said she could have whatever she wanted. I want to get to the place when the damages happened at your house.
Absolutely.
So you both admit that you willingly went back to Mr. Martinez's house. Were you intimate at his house?
At that point, Your Honor, I decided to go ahead and ask her, hey, are you okay with having another glass of wine? To the point, Your Honor, where she was like, yeah,
because I want you to shut up.
And
all right.
And so when we did that, Your Honor, we had all of but 2 seconds of a conversation before she lost all her marbles and jumped all over me, and we began to hook up.
All right, so you all started hooking up on the couch at your house. You gave her another glass of wine, even though you had already observed that she was tipsy. And Ms. Armendariz, you do not refute this testimony.
So I had the 2 glasses of wine at the restaurant. When we went to his house, I barely had a sip. I didn't want any more, as I said. So with my nylons, I stuck them in his mouth, trying to be sexy. So yeah, we started making out. But here, Mr. Martinez seems to be so upset that I didn't want to follow
So what happens that
up.
causes the damage?
After she jumped all over me,
Because you're so sexy.
things got really intense. Things got really intense to where she dropped the glass of wine, red wine, mind you, all over my Shirley white rug
you
and
all
my
are
couch.
hooking up and she's got wine in her hand?
Only
Or
me.
is the wine on the table? Where is the wine? Do you have a picture of the damage that it
I
left?
do, Your Honor.
Let me see that, please.
You
So
want to
you
make
gave her red wine. She had it in her hand.
That is correct.
I
And
did
then
not
you
have it in my
guys are
hand.
hooking up, but she's holding the wine while this is happening?
Imagine.
I don't really know whether she was holding it or whether she put it down. I do know that she knocked it over.
No, so
She
I did.
dropped it or she knocked it over?
She
Was
knocked
it
it
on the
over.
table? Oh, there
She
is no
knocked it over.
table. The stain of red wine didn't come out on your couch.
It did not, Your Honor.
So when the wine spilled, you just kept on hooking up?
Absolutely, I was in the heat of the moment.
Coming up,
I feel she's responsible for paying for that. So,
Oh, now you bring it up.
well, we brought it up at the same time.
Did you say no when he asked you to go out again, Miss Amenderies?
Absolutely. I was not interested on following up on that thing.
and later,
Did each godmother know that the other one existed?
I thought they did. I never
Your
even.
Honor.
I didn't even give it a
How
thought.
would you
even
think
know.
they did? You would have to know that.
if you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. You're watching We the People with Judge Lauren Lake. We're back with the case of Marcus Martinez, who is fighting with Sarah Armendariz over red wine stains.
There's the stain. After it's over, there's text messages here.
That is
What
correct.
happens? So do you stay overnight, Miss Amenderies?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so the hookup happens and then you go home.
Yes.
How do you talk to her about this damage to your couch?
So, Your Honor, after a few days, after we hooked up, I said, hey, let me go ahead and give her a call. Let's go out for dinner again. And she said no. Now, mind you, Your Honor, not that I care
Oh,
that
wait,
she
so
said
the
no.
next day you called to ask her out to dinner again?
Well, a few days after. A few days
Oh,
later.
you didn't call to ask her about the wine?
No, not yet. But I was leading up to it, Your Honor. I was leading up to it.
Of
and
course you
and
were.
obviously I was trying to make, a casual conversation. I was trying to be nice, say hey, and then bring
you
it
wanted
up.
to go out on a different a day because you wanted to hook up again. I get that.
Yeah.
So what happens?
So I go ahead and I invite her to dinner, which I was going to bring up the couch incident. Obviously, I'm a gentleman. I'm not going to go ahead and say, hey,
Yeah, right.
But
Why this big setup? Because she said no, she didn't want to go out again?
Exactly.
no. So what ends up happening, Your Honor, is now at this point, I feel she's responsible for paying for that. So,
Oh, now you bring it up.
well, we brought it up at the same time.
Did you say no when he asked you to go out again, Miss Amenderies?
Absolutely. I was not interested on following up on that thing.
Did he text you the day after and say, hey, you spilled wine on my couch? Look at the pictures?
He tried to play it, but I think that because I turned him down, that now he's mad at it, his butt hurt, and he wants me to pay for something that if it was to be the case that when we were messing around.
His butt hurts.
Yeah. Yeah, he's mad. His ego got hurt because I don't want to go.
his ego is bruised.
Yes.
No, clearly,
My
I believe.
Lord, I was about to say, don't say another word. I don't want to hear this testimony today. Okay, we're going to leave it at that. I have some evidence here to Sarah. Okay, clearly we won't be seeing each other again, but I do need you to send me the $2,700 since you stained my couch and my rug. You said, what do these stains have to do with me? And you say, Mr. Martinez, don't play dumb. You spill wine everywhere. And then you said, Ms. Armendariz, well, you didn't seem to think it was a big deal then. I have no memory of doing that. I don't owe you blank. And you also submitted to the court, Mr. Martinez, a receipt from Luxury Flooring and Carpets
That is correct, Your Honor.
for $1,107.60. And then also from JP Designs. Is this a whole new couch or is this, yes, a whole new couch?
That's simply for just the repair, Your Honor. And so
To repair the couch?
To repair the couch, yes, and to repair the carpet. That red wine
When
was
did you
not
get it
coming out.
repaired? How many days after the date when it got spilled?
I would say about 3 days and then
After you asked her out on another date and she said no.
Right. So
all right, I've heard enough. Mr. Martinez, this is what happened. You went on the hookup app and y'all hooked up. It was not something Ms. Armendariz wanted to do again. She obviously didn't enjoy it, and so when you asked her out again, she said no. And so therefore, if she would have said yes, you probably weren't going to bring up the carpet because you were going to get what you wanted. You did nothing to remedy the problem, to save your own rug or save your own sofa. Instead, you finished up having a hookup with Ms. Armendariz, still waited more days, didn't tell her anything about it, asked her out again when you got declined, then decided, oh, and by the way, you owe me for my rug and you owe me for my carpet. That is creepy.
Your
Absolutely.
Honor, in my defense, you know,
There's no
it
defense.
took 3 days because I travel a lot. I'm a business owner, Your Honor.
And so you
I
just
didn't
left
have-
it staying in there and
didn't
went
have-
away?
I
Okay,
didn't
let's
have
just
enough
say
time.
that
Your big lineup of women.
Mr. Martinez,
enough
I've heard
time.
enough. I've heard enough. Because guess what? You have no defense. When you invite people over, it is reasonable to assume that something can happen and something spills on your furniture, on your carpet, somewhere. That's reasonable. You're not telling me that she got mad at you and took the bottle of wine and crashed it down on the floor on purpose or did something malicious or negligent that she should be responsible in some way for this wine. You have not proven that today. The only thing you've proven is you asked her out again, she said no, then you brought up the wine. And that's being a creep.
Your Honor, she's clearly
So at the end of
careless.
the day,
She's
at the end of the day, the next time, and this is a lesson I had to learn, light furniture, light carpet, light color wine. You let the wine sit in there for so long, it probably damaged these pieces of furniture and the floor in ways it did not have to if you would have just done something to remedy it. In this court's opinion, you did not do what you were supposed to do. It's not Ms. Armendariz's fault. Judgment for the defendant. Court is adjourned.
All rise.
Judge Lake has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's case is dismissed.
You got too much money, go buy another one, and good luck, because now every woman is gonna know how pathetic you are. One brain cell man.
Well, every woman.
Small
for sure.
hands.
I think that would be enough. Follow me.
Oh, Lord.
Coming up,
Ms. Lawton says she thought she was your daughter's only godmother, but she says your daughter has another godmother as well. Is that true?
So is this about the money or is it about...
No, this is about you answering the question I just asked.